Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. These are the fenders for the 1949 Chevy Short Bed Stepside that we've been working on. So in previous videos we were talking about the cab being on the chassis and the engine and so on. So now that we have most of that part of the assembly done, our focus is now moved on to the fenders, and then we'll be working on the bed because we have the cabin doors painted that special root beer color. So the fenders were in pretty nasty shape, so we're just sharing with you the progress now. So this is our passenger fender. There is a considerable amount of damage, body dings and dents in this fender being the passenger side. So we used a combination of hammer and dolly and heat to get the body or the metal as close as we could. And then we applied a black two-part epoxy, so we've got 2 coats of epoxy to seal the steel. And then as you see here, we have the first couple of coats of gray high build primer. So our next step is to start block sanding it out. We'll probably start block sanding it at 120 grit, and then it's going to show us some imperfections and flaws. And then we'll continue to use some body smoother where needed, and we'll be able to reuse this fender. Now it's a little bit different story on the driver's fender. I think it's going to be too far gone to make financial sense to repair this fender. So we're going to look into replacing this fender. When this truck arrived, there was quite a bit of damage to the front driver's section, and the cowl was pushed back, the door was jammed, but there's a considerable amount of damage by the firewall back, and it looks like the fender took the brunt of the impact. So what we did is we removed body fillers and layers of paint that they had, and it exposed all of the damage. The unfortunate thing is I don't think the video camera is going to be able to pick it up, but there's just numerous numbers of dents and scrapes. You can see there's some remnants of where we use the hammer and dolly. You can see where we've tried to work it to get the shape back because it was all caved in here. And then same thing along the side. I don't think the camera can pick it up, but there was a considerable amount of damage here. And the impact was quite severe because it kinked the fender across this way. And it was kinked where probably the depth of a marker. So if you took a Sharpie marker, it would fit in the groove all the way along because it was quite a severe impact. And then we can see near the back of the fender, and this is the previous attempt at repair, and you can see where they've done some welding. The metal doesn't even line up along the bottom here, and considerable amount of damage. And then we've got some more welding here from where the metal had torn. It's torn all here in the back, and then you can see the camera person comes around here, the fender split right away from the inside of the fender. So this is going to be a considerable amount of work, and we're just kind of looking at how much time it's going to take. We thought we were going to be able to hammer and dolly this closer than what it's coming. Between being stretched and pushed, there's just so many areas of damage. I think we're probably going to have to replace this fender. So I'll share with you later on once we do a little bit of research. But it appears that we're probably going to have to replace this driver's fender. So making good progress. So we're going to be working on this passenger fender, and then we'll share with you more updates on this 49 Chev as the work progresses. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.